Hello YouTube, this is Maya and Jay, and today the purpose of this video is to show you a review of the Ulefone U692. This phone is actually very nice. I have been playing with it now for a few weeks, and it's actually a very impressive phone. It does run the MTK6592. It has 2 GB of RAM, it has 16 GB of internal memory. And just to go around the device, on the side here we have the volume rocker. At the bottom here we have the charging port together with the data port all in one. At the bottom here we have also the microphone. On the side we have the power button. On the top you have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and then on the back we have an actual 13 megapixel camera with the LED flash. Now the LED flash, I do have to say that it is a little weak, so if you're shooting pictures at nighttime that would not be as good, just due to the fact that the LED flash is kind of low and it's not that bright. And then at the bottom you have here the loudspeaker, which is actually pretty good. The phone also has on the back this type of texture that makes it feel very comfortable on your hand. Another great thing is that when you order the phone, it does come with a smart case and it comes with a silicone cover, so that's also great. And then at the front here we have an actual 5 megapixel camera with some sensors here at the front. We also have the ear speaker, and then at the very bottom we have the home button together with the menu button and the back button. This phone has a 6.5 diagonal size multi-touch screen. It is 1280 by 720, and now that's actually great that it has that type of resolution, because if it was 1080p according to the size, maybe the battery wasn't going to last that long. And also this phone has a 3800 milliamp battery, and it does support dual SIM, and it's a dual standby device. You can also add some TF cards. If you want to upgrade the memory, you can also do so, as you can see right here. Now the SIM cards on this device, you can only fit 2 regular sizes, so you cannot do a micro and a regular size, which is sometimes could be some sort of inconvenience, because we know that most devices nowadays come with the micro size. So this not being able to have it, you got to get an adapter, which is what I had to do. And then overall the device actually feels very good, and it's very well built. And this is the 3800 milliamp battery, and it actually does pretty good. I had a full day of use, and I really can't complain. The device actually performed very well. This phone runs the Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. Of course, it is totally unlocked, and it's a very well performing phone. It has an octa-core, as I mentioned before. So one of the first things I'm going to test on this device is the Bluetooth. Here I have my little Beats replica pill. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And let's go ahead and put it on Perry mode in the back here. Okay, and now we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to Bluetooth. And there we go, searching devices. We already found the Beats pill. And it's currently pairing. Alright, and it has paired already. So let's go ahead and put the volume to the max. And now what we're going to do is we're going to play some ringtones, just so that you guys see how good it is. So let's go ahead and find it here. And I think it's going to be on sound, general, and here we have voice call ringtones. And it does work pretty well, as you guys can see already. Now we're going to go ahead and turn this off. And now this is the speaker on the device itself. And as you guys can hear, it does pretty well. Alright, so that's it for the Bluetooth test. And another thing I'm going to test on this device is the GPS. The GPS does perform pretty well. I was very happy to see how fast it locks a signal. So let's go ahead and watch this footage, and you guys tell me what you think. This is the GPS test on the Ulefone U692, and as you guys can see, it is working very well. Here on the top you can already tell that it has locked the signal, and I actually didn't need any modifications, but I still downloaded a GPS test just to help it get a signal a little bit faster. It is working quite well. I'm also going to test it from the inside of the house so that you guys see how well the GPS works. Alright, so there we have the GPS test, and as I mentioned on the video, I'm also going to test it from inside the house, which is actually, does pretty well. We're going to turn off the Wi-Fi for now, just to make it fair, and let's go ahead and turn on the GPS here real quick. Alright, and it does take, a few seconds up to a minute in order to lock a signal. So let's just give it some time here. Alright guys, and here we see that it has locked the signal already. So even from inside the house, the signal is getting better and better, and of course when you're outside it works much faster. Well, that's it for the GPS test, and we're also going to do a camera test. The camera on this device is actually very nice, and I like the fact that it is an actual 13 megapixel camera, because we know that a lot of these devices, Chinese could fake a lot of the information, but that's not the case on this phone. So let's go ahead and watch the camera test, and let me know what you guys think. Hello YouTube, this is Mayan J, and this is the video camera test on the Ulefone U692. This phone has a very nice camera. It actually has a 13 megapixel camera, so as you can see it records very nice, and the colors are very vivid as well. So yes, I would say that it definitely has a 13 megapixel camera with a 5 megapixel front facing camera. That's it for the camera test, and now we're also going to play some games. Here I have Ulefone A, because I know that a lot of people have been asking me, hey listen, this phone has the Octacore, we would like to see better gaming on it. So I'm just going to play, first I'm going to start with a few basic games, such as hill climb racing. Now we're going to go ahead and open Ulefone 8. Now I'm kind of new to this game, so I'm not really a fan of these arcade games, but alright, I'm still learning how to use it a little bit. But as you guys can see, it is working very well. I gotta become a pro at this, guys, so. Alright, so you guys get the idea that it does work. And of course, I'm gonna do another Antutu test, just so that you guys see here that it actually did pretty well. It got a score of 27,000. We're gonna go here to devices information, and as we can see, I've seen this brand before, especially on iPhone knockoffs, such as the Go phone, which is made by Alps. I think that's a very famous brand in China. And here we have, the OS. Now the model doesn't show as U692, but it actually is. As a matter of fact, they have already ROMs that came out for this device in case that you had to reflash it. Here we see that it has the Android 4.2.2. It has the MTK6592. Here we also see the resolution of the screen, which is 1280 by 720 with a 13 megapixel camera. And the remaining of the information. Also, right now I'm using it on Straight Talk, and Straight Talk does support 3G with this device. So we're going to go ahead and do a speed test so that you guys see how good the network is. Let's begin the test, and then as we do the test, here I have my little scale. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on just so you guys see how much it weighs. Now, it is a pretty heavy device. Right now I got 236 grams, so it's definitely not a light device. And it actually feels very solid. And then here with the internet, as usual, I get anywhere between 4 and 9 megabits of download speed, with an average upload speed of about 1 megabit. So that's definitely great. Now again, I'm using it with Straight Talk. It will not support 3G on T-Mobile, unfortunately. This device is a WCDMA 850 and 2100. So here we see the results, and it did actually quite well. And now, you know, overall, this phone, I can say that it is definitely worth it. You know, the battery, as you guys can see here on the top right, I have used it all day today for the most part. And yesterday, I actually charged it. I left home like around 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't stop using it until midnight, and it still had like about 40%. So that you guys, you know, get the idea. And I was testing the GPS. I was doing, you know, a whole bunch of things to it. And the device actually held really well. And here we have some of the applications, such as the browser. The browser, you know, for the most part, it's pretty quick. It'll be, you know, faster if you use the Wi-Fi, which I'm actually going to test it right now as well. It does get a great reception with the Wi-Fi, and it's about to come up right now. So as you can see, most of my devices, including my original LG G2, usually never gets all the signal bars. But, you know, I can say that the you know, browser is pretty good, and it feels comfortable because the fact, you know, that the screen is so big. This device is great for browsing, it's great for gaming, it's great for watching movies, and you know, it's a pretty fast device as well. And here I also have the YouTube application. I never had you know, any issues with it. It actually works very well, so you're not gonna have an issue with that either. And then just to go around the device here, we have the settings application. As you can see, it divides it at the bottom on general, sound, display, and security, which makes it very easy to find things. You know, it's not all in one page where you have to scroll all the way down and, you know, find everything right there. Also, this phone has the design of 3 different Samsung devices. It looks like a big S3 just because of the fact that the home button has so much space between the screen, and it has a lot of bezel around it, making it look like the S3. At the same time, it looks like the Samsung Mega because of the size, and then it also looks a little bit like the S4 because we see that the camera in the back has the flash like the S4 design. So I mean, it has a little bit of everything, but overall, you know, it feels very comfortable to use, and you know, I think that it is a great buy. I paid $280 and I bought it from iBaby888, and of course I'm gonna be providing the link below. I also managed to root this device, and I'm going to show you that right now. If you guys haven't noticed, I have the super user already, and you can use just the regular root that we've been using before. Well, that's it for this video, guys. You know, please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than glad to answer them if I have the time. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.